finish the last little bit of Banjo here.
Huh?
It's gonna be a little bit of faffing around in the
Uh-huh.
various parts of Click Clock Wood. I miss this game, especially when it means we gotta play two I saw a post on 4chan this morning that was like, oh, Banjo-Kazooie was just a beta yeah, it's cup of coffee though. The sooner I finish this, oh shit, the sooner I can go get on Alright, I have my concerns, because Click Clock Wood is a little different from the rest of the game.
Ikam pokam.
I know there's a glitch that if you try to come visit him in the springtime, you shouldn't even be able to get through the boulder in the first place. His room just looks fucked. Like, totally fucked. Also, I'm willing to sacrifice a life here just to see what's down here under here. Bye. Would you consider it pussy baby bitch mode for playing where I can save my notes? Yeah. Fuck you. Like a simple fuck you. I wanna have fun. Have I scaled the tree yet in winter? No, I haven't. To this day, I still remember those little bastards are called Mr. Slushy. I don't know why. And see, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about when I say that there was care put into Banjo-Kazooie. Because those dumb little imp things, whatever the hell they are, they have different outfits in every season of Click Clock Wood. And meanwhile, you play ukulele and the fucking imps are just imps. They don't change their outfits, they don't do nothing, just every goddamn level they're in, it's just the same fucking blue imps every time. Oh, come on. Also, as of the time of this recording, totally because of my 50-view bloodstained video, of course, I'll take credit for this. As the leading voice of the internet, it's my duty. But the Switch version of Bloodstained is full steam ahead on Unpatched. See who lives in this house. And there's still nothing behind it, what the hell? Fuck that guy. Oh, that's hilarious. If I remember correctly, the very top of the tree is still springtime too. My little boy is all grown up. Also, as it would seem, when I was checking out my last stream to archive it, turns out that the mixer I played with to increase the volume of my voice is actually just the party chat mixer. So, finally, the final stream. Oh, God. Okay, there's some. Alright, good. Oh, good. No, that's good. Then I know what the last 8 are. It's tradition at this point. You have to come back to this one. Alright. Jesus. Did I check out Mumbo yet? Okay. guess I saw the Jinjo. Oh, that's right. One of the fucking snowmen has it. The final honeycomb. Fucking snowman thought patrol. Ugh. Oh, that should've, yeah. Don't worry. I'll get it this time. And now for the laziest one yet. I'm actually pretty sure it's either this one right here or the one over by Momo that has them. So maybe this one. It's a token. Another thing about ukulele, God, fuck that game, is, I think I mentioned this before, but the flight power-up is just stupid fucking broken. It's just, hey, you want to fly? Okay, just do it. And then you just fly. You don't have to have a flight pad. At one point, the game already gives you infinite ability points anyway. So you just fucking have at it. You just fucking fly. Fly forever. And then exploring levels becomes a joke. Okay. We're gonna have to... Gonna have to break out the forbidden anime techniques for this one. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jasmine, get your butt out of the microphone. You have to forgive my cat. She has brain damage. My rabbit kicked her in the face. When I still had my apartment and the rabbit and the cat coexisted, my rabbit kicked her in the face and gave her brain damage. No, 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 no. This is why this one is ridiculous. What the hell? Just give me the notes. No, give me the notes. There we go. Alright, everybody. The final note in the game. Savor this moment. Yeah. Alright. Okay, now it's time for a surgical operation. Wait, I don't need to do that. Oh, damn. Go Nabnut, get some. Alright, we did it. We got all the eggs. We have to eat all of the eggs, but we got it. Alright, I'm trying to think. What the hell jiggies am I missing? I think a snowman has one. And I think... I don't know if I got the one from, I don't know if I got the one off the top of the flower. Oh, whoops. Alright, now we gotta cheat. Okay. I was right. Both honeycombs are in winter. And there is a, another Jiggy besides the flower I may have missed. Yep. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Let's go to summer real quick and see if I can get the flower. And then after that, it's time to go to the fucking end of the game. Oh yeah, they're back. There it is. Good, now that the music on the game down, I can make sure you hear every sip of my coffee. I got a bomb-ass coffee recipe you guys gotta try. So, I like dark roast coffee because I love the fucking taste of coffee. And I will take, like, heaping spoonfuls of coffee. I have one of those fancy, well, I'm not gonna call it fucking fancy because I gotta clean it every goddamn other week, but I have a Hamilton Beach Keurig coffee pot mix, and if it tells you anything about the particular model I own, the fucking thing, like right after I bought it for full price at like $120 or something like that, the goddamn thing shows up at a local thrift store. Okay, at the risk of truly doxing myself, maybe it's a franchise, maybe not, who knows? But we have a store in my town called Ollie's. It's like good stuff cheap, and it's the most frightening old man. But it's a surplus store, and if you're not familiar with the concept of a surplus store, well then you don't live in the fucking Midwest. So basically, when Shaniqua returns her vacuum to Kmart after trying to vacuum stones in her living room, it gets repaired, and the company doesn't want to lose money on it, so they just send it to a fucking thrift store, or I mean a surplus store for, like, cheap-ass. Like, so if it was a $200 vacuum, they might send it to this surplus store for like $60, just to still make a buck off of it. And, so this particular piece of shit coffee pot I have, literally a week after I buy it, the goddamn thing goes to, Ollie's for like $50. Oh shit, I have to be a bee, that's right. And as much as it's convenient to have a coffee pot Keurig mix, the goddamn thing, like I said, I gotta fucking clean it with vinegar like literally every weekend. Oh, that guy left. Maybe he didn't like me talking about coffee. Maybe it was Ollie. He didn't like me shitting on his store. Wait a minute. Is Click Clack Wood my own personal fucking, like, time travel vessel? Hey, Bean. Now, I shit on Banjo-Tooie too much. It is a fucking awesome game. It's just... I like how short and sweet that Kazooie is compared to Tooie, because Tooie's fairly... Like... Going from Banjo-Kazooie to Banjo-Tooie is like... Going from... Mega Man on the Game Boy to fucking... I don't know, Mega Man X8. So, like, think about the very original, like, Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge, and I know that's not the first game, but it's also the least complex Mega Man game. Levels are like fucking 5 screens, and there's only 4 bosses. You fight the other 4 in the teleport chambers. But, and then just imagine going from, like, Mega Man on the Game Boy to fucking Mega Man X8, where you have 3 characters and 1 billion fucking upgrades and shit like that. And it's 6 if you count the navigators, but that doesn't count. Just think about everything short and sweet we've put up with Banjo-Kazooie. There's, like, double the moves. There's first-person shooter sections. There's all kinds of, like, puzzle sections. It's crazy. Fine. I am a bumblebee. Let me see. Make sure there's absolutely not a goddamn thing. Wow, that honeycomb has like a whole 2 frames of animation. I think that might be a glitch. Oh yeah, baby, we did it. We're ready. Alright, so this is gonna be a riot. I haven't fucking listened to a single goddamn thing Gruntilda has said, so... We're gonna fucking wing it by the seat of our ass here. Alright, so here's another chance for me to bitch about Yooka-Laylee. So, look at how this is set up. Also, I love how as an adult I can tell that fucking washing machine is just a retextured cauldron. Let's activate this pot real quick, because I forget to every time. So, in Yooka-Laylee, they added the quiz so the quiz sections are pretty much a staple of Banjo-Kazooie. And, so we have this one here, there's another quiz section in Tui that's handled slightly differently. And in Nuts and Bolts, they do a quiz section during the final boss. Well, the quiz section, for example, the eyeballs there are going to make me figure out what part of the game it's showing, or the musical notes will play like a section of music or something like that. I believe the jokers are you have to play a minigame, but regardless of which, so the questions all have something to do with the game, and in Ukulele, it makes you do a quiz before every new section of Capital B's lair. And the quiz questions are just fucking garbage. It's shit nobody in their right fucking mind would pay attention to. So, a question in this game might be like, oh, here's a character. Which character is that? Or, oh, here, or which one of your move, or what's your aerial attack move called? What's your shoulder dash called? Things that maybe you might know if you read the instruction manual, or if you've been paying attention to bottles. But the questions in Ukulele are all shit like, how many quills did you have when you walked into this quiz? I don't fucking know. I wasn't paying attention. What's the last digit of your timer on your save file? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't know. How many enemies did you defeat when you walk into this area? What? Am I supposed to be keeping track of that? Fuck you. Let's get started. See, it's all... I'm gonna try to avoid all the grunties. Oh, yeah, that's the castle. Okay, this is gonna be hard because I'm deaf. Okay. I don't wear my hearing aid when I have my headphones on while I'm streaming. Luckily, the Xbox passes some audio through, but... I can't believe Grunty's shit is a picture in this. Tootie. Alright. Oh shit, it's a minigame. Oh shit, it just starts to... That's okay. Oh, alright. And there's Jiggy in there. Oh, shit. Uh... The fun part about finding the cheat codes for the eggs was coming back and, like, trying to punch them in and realizing that the keys here do not react to the egg codes. So I was scared putting it in my 64 and being like, does it not work? Is it all bullshit? And it's like, nope. Oh, it's Gobi. Speaking of which, I know I've said that I hate the 64, and that's true, that does not change, but the Hyperkin, I'm actually a fan of Hyperkin's products. I don't understand, Rat-a-tat. Yep, there it is. I don't understand why people hate Hyperkin. I think they make cool shit. Oh, that's Clanker. Alright. The skull ones can be any random challenge, and it'll kill you if you get it wrong. So be good. Oh shit, I gotta get this one. The trash can. Oh. Usually it's broomstick. Nope. It's alright. We'll brute force it. She's a witch. It's gotta be boils. Nope. Oh shit, we did it. The best part about Rare Replay is there's like a whole cavalcade of games on here I can play. Let's tit up. I just wanted to hear that. It's also Rusty Bucket. Or Treasure Trove. Now I remember what Jokers do. Fuck it, we're going back. Big butts. Oh. Well, that's the termite hill. Whoa. And we take our 4 cards. Oh shit, what is that? Nope, so it's the inside of Frankfurt. No? Oh, that's Freezy Peak for sure. It all comes down to this. It's such a shame 2D was removed from the other games. So, I cannot believe the audacity of certain people. So, I live a fairly busy life. I do I do a volunteer paramedic for, what, 3 nights a week for some, let's just call it padding on my resume. And, I'm also a lead at a fairly large grocery store chain. If I leave it ambiguous, you fucking tumbler faggots can't get fired. But, there was a person yesterday, a particular kind of person who always buys crab or catfish. I guess crab is a part of it too. But a woman of a particular nature comes up to my counter and wants an entire thing or an entire case of catfish fillets. And it's like, you know, yeah, alright. Normally, we don't allow people to just buy shit straight out. But, especially on a weekend where we don't get trucks on the weekend, so it's anybody who works retail will understand this. There's this fucking bullshit balance that corporate expects out of you, where you are both not allowed to sell anything and must keep your fucking shelves as full as possible, but you also have to sell everything. And so because a particular kind of person always buys every single fucking piece of catfish we have as soon as we put it out, we have to order catfish by, like, the truckload. So my typical fish order might be a couple boxes of salmon, a couple boxes of cod, but then, like, fucking 10 boxes of catfish fillets. Because every time fucking Shaniqua comes through, she wants 10 pounds. There. But, no, this woman comes up and she wants an entire case, and normally we don't sell people the entire case without making them order it ahead of time, but because corporate wants to bullfuck around with their whole bullshit of, if somebody wants it, just give it to them. No more restrictions. We are now Burger King. Have it your way. Which every department has gotten fucked, but that's a story for another day. But anyways, this woman comes up, she wants an entire case, and I don't have any spider wraps. And if you don't know what a spider wrap is, it's that thing where, you know, it's a circle on one side and a clicker on the other side. You can literally wrap it around something and twist it down. It's a big alarm system. I don't have any spider wraps, but recently they've made us start wearing... They made all the leads start wearing radios. So I hand this box of catfish over. I weigh it up, price it up, came to about 80 bucks, hand it over. And as soon as the woman walks away from the counter, I walk over into my little hidey hole area in the back rooms of the work, and I just tell the other leads, I'm like, hey, I just sold a whole box of catfish. Can you guys keep an eye on her? So the store manager at the time, because we have a store manager, and then we have lesser managers, manager-I, who, when the store manager's on vacation, but you have the co-managers who take acting role of store manager. So the store manager, all the acting store managers go to every exit, and one of them waits by the U-scan, because if you've ever been to a retail store in 2019, there's like 50 fucking U-scan areas and only like 2 actual registers. And the store manager stands down there, and sure enough, this woman comes through, and she's got the box of catfish I gave her, and she has a cart full of, like, sodas and shit. And, I don't know how familiar you are with the concept of Dindu Nuffin, but this woman is ringing up her sodas. She's got some, like, spices and some barbecue sauces, and another particular person of somewhat Dindu persuasion comes walking by and lingers around near her, and she then proceeds to pass this case of catfish to him like a fucking football, and he runs it out the door. And when the store manager goes over to confront her, she goes, "Well, I didn't steal it. He did. You can't. Look, I'm buying this shit. Leave me alone." And she proceeds to throw a shit fit if anybody tries to, you know, capture her. Because despite what motherfuckers may tell you, at least here in Indiana, we are still allowed to contain shoplifters. But believe it or not, anytime somebody tries to, like, restrain her in any way, she starts throwing a shit fit back. "I didn't steal it, he did. Don't touch me. I didn't steal it, he did. Don't touch me." And, long story short, this dumb bitch used her Kroger card on the, well, it's not ambiguous anymore, is it? But she used her store card. Whoa, what the hell? It's not on the beach anymore? Huh. But the, yeah, she used her store card with all of her information on it, and I think a lot of people tend to forget that it's 2019, and, you know, in the year of our Lord 2019, even the average grocery store in buttfuck nowhere has, you know, 1080p, 60 frame per second cameras. So we just literally handed all of her information over to the police, like, you go catch this dumbass. Also, this is why I chose to ignore half the board, because fuck you, I can just go grab it anyway. Give me that. Give me that. I remember when I was a kid, my sister and I would just replay this board over and over again. We would, like... I had the soundtrack for this game I got from Nintendo Power. We would just, like, show each other pictures from the strategy guide or something and try to, like, replay the game. It was dumb, but it was kids being cute. But no, as if that story with the box of catfish wasn't stupid enough, so, a member of her entourage came back into the store a couple hours later and wanted to get more catfish. So I basically went like, okay, you can get more catfish, but instead of just selling the whole case, I proceeded to make it as obnoxious as possible by wrapping up as many packages as I could. And the guy sat there getting shitty. He's like, "Just give me the whole case, dude." And I was like, we can't. We had a theft today, so we can't do that. Sorry. And I ended up giving him like 12 packages of catfish. And literally not even like 5 minutes after he walked away from my stand, one of my employees found all the catfish literally just thrown on the fucking floor in an aisle. Like, gotcha, you son of a bitch. So, as the legend goes, these doors were once supposed to lead to the stop and swap area because data miners discovered that you could go through this door in particular and it would lead to a stop and swap message. It's a shame it was never implemented into the Xbox version. So, here we are. We're gonna do this last couple puzzles one at a time just to really savor this moment. Here it is, the final note door in the game. What could be behind here? A rocket launcher? No. The final puzzle. Hell yeah. Double life bar. And that's it. 2 jiggies you don't use on nothing. And I've decided I will stream the Game Boy Advance Banjo. I don't know when. I've never finished the Game Boy Advance Banjo. I never even got past the fucking... never even got out of the first world. I remember it being like a shitty farm. I never owned it as a kid. I just played it on my Wii after I had it. It sucks. I know from what I've seen on YouTube, the final boss is ridiculous. It has like 20 fucking phases. Man, I can't... every single day I wake up and I can't believe Banjo's in Smash. I can't believe the fucking Gingernator is his final Smash. That's so fucking cool. I don't think there's actually any way to dodge that homing shot besides tanking it with the Wonder Wing. I remember my strategy guide always telling me to get up in the fucking... get up in the grill of the castle like that, but it always seems to hit me anyway. Don't be a pussy. Tank the shots. No, I never finished my thought about the Hyperkin earlier, now that I think about it. The Hyperkin 64. I'm interested in getting like a white boy and using it as a HD Game Boy Advance player. Because obviously a Raspberry Pi is not fucking enough for me. But there are very, very few Game Boy, or not Game Boy, 64 games that are not available anywhere and do not emulate well. So like, I have the Bomberman games on 64 on, but oh shit, fuck, ah. That's what I get for talking shit about Black Queens earlier. Like the Turok games are on Switch. I know they were on Steam too, but I bought them on Switch. Well, just Turok 1 for now. I would love to see Turok 2 come to Switch. I got the Bomberman games on Wii U. I got Donkey Kong 64 on. Like I said, anything worth a goddamn rare is here on this rare replay collection. But there are like I have Diddy Kong Racing on the DS. That's an actual fucking beatable version of the game. I swear to Christ, nothing about the 64 games was meant to be beat by human hands. And don't give me that shit about like, oh, if you mash the A button, there's a glitch where if you mash the A button, there's no cap on the accelerator. Fuck you. If you can't beat a game without explicitly cheating, then it's not fucking fair. It's what I hate about speedrunners. I hate speedrunners where it's just like, oh, I booted up Super Mario World and I spit on the SNES cartridge and slapped my balls on the controller and I beat the game in 10 seconds. Isn't that cool? No, it's not fucking cool. You know what's fucking cool? Watching some dude, like, bust through it at full speed. Absolutely having, like, mastered every part of that game. The only kind of, like, glitch runs that I think are impressive are that dude that somehow programmed fucking Snake into Mario World. That's, like, my favorite one. Anything else is just fucking garbage, though. Like, I'll admit there's a couple of interesting exploits. Like, I'm always down for a fucking Mario, like... Okay, I say I'm always down, but how many fucking different variants of, oh, I backwards long jumped up the staircase do we need to see before it stops being interesting? That's why I like Pan and Koek, whatever his name is, and it's fucking bullshit about how, there's infinitely spawning universes or something like that. Like infinite versions of the level, and eventually you can find a version of the level that you just glitch through. Something like that? I don't know. Is there anybody on this earth who loves Mario 64 more than that dude? Maybe Kaze, just because he's got like a different fucking mod. Up your ass! Oh shit! No, leave me alone! Leave me alone! Oh shit! Not being able to aim it will be my downfall. Oh fuck! Fuck! I did it again. this isn't a true 100% run because I didn't grab every single Mumbo token. But fuck that shit, dude. Incidental items like that? No way. I got everything else. Is somebody really firing off motherfucking fireworks at 11:30 in the goddamn morning? It's a shame that it freezes when I try to show you achievements and stuff like that. I would love to prove that I have finished all of the achievements in this game. I don't know, maybe before I start Banjo-Tooie, because I will be completely honest, I did not beat a 64 copy of Tooie. Son of a bitch! How did I get sucked forward? What is this, fucking Mega Man? I think I'm dying so many times it doesn't know what to do. But I never finished my 64 cartridge legit. I had to end up using cheat codes to get through it. But when I got to the Xbox 360 version of Tooie, I had to vindicate my childhood by actually beating it legitimately. I still only beat it with the bare minimum shit required, since I think even Microsoft knew that Tooie is pretty rough because none of the achievements require all jiggies or anything like that. Maybe if I stop being a retard and wait for her to finish firing spells, I won't get sucked off the edge like a dumb shit. Hey, if you can just make a fly pad appear, why can't you just make a Wonder Wing pad appear? Alright. Oh, Jesus! How'd that work? Ugh. Oh, that was luck. Alright. Is it 3 or 4 before she hits the ground? Ugh. Oh, don't hit the skybox! This is where it gets stupid, because you have to wait for it to... Oh, there it is. Oh shit! Oh shit! Even with the no double health bar, this shit's not a fucking joke. I don't understand how I did this without it as a kid. See, the best part about getting to stream nuts and bolts is I get to show off how the bosses and such in that game are just absolutely easily exploited. Not sure if I told this before or not. Basically, any kind of a race in nuts and bolts can be easily solved by just making a wall of death. Just make a cart just make a cart absolutely strapped with lasers, specifically lasers, because it'll burn through all the blocks at once, but make a wall of death just absolutely strapped with lasers and missiles, and just fuck your competition. Just destroy their carts until they have nothing. And then, once you've done that, just blast ahead. Because make sure to make it like a decently fast cart, too. And, after you've done that, then you can just fucking beat any race, any challenge whatsoever. And it works for anything, so it's like, if you have challenges where you have to collect stuff, just fucking kill them. Just fucking kill your competition. Kill all of them. Do it in real life, too. Don't actually do it in real life. And the worst part of that is that they actually caught onto it for the DLC. So I can specifically remember trying to play the Logs Challenges or whatever it was called. And it's like, oh, well, I think I even named the cart something crazy, like the Negotiator or something like that. But like, I specifically remember like getting onto the DLC and being like, okay, I'll just whip out my fucking death cart and just kill everyone. And it's like, oh my god, fucking here goes Wumba driving at full fucking speed on one wheel. And it's like, are you shitting me, you little cocksucker? Oh god, I did it again. At least in 2E, there's fucking first-person flying, so I can aim better. I don't know if he's saying uh-oh or gut-mo. Or if it's supposed to be some kind of, like, combination of go, you know, like, I don't know. I will defend nuts and bolts with my life, though. I had so much stupid-ass fun with that game. I feel like that game suffers from, like, e-celeb fatigue. Like, oh, somebody said it sucked. God damn it! It's like, oh, JonTron said it sucks, so now the internet consensus is that it sucks. And it's like, man, I remember that game. Like, oh, don't trust reviewers, but, like, I remember that game getting decently reviewed even before. Like, I wanted it just because it was a new Banjo game. It was, like, the 4th or 5th Xbox game I had ever gotten because, like, I organize my games in the weirdest fucking way. This only started with, like, disc-based games like GameCube, like when I got my GameCube. So, like, you know, this is how stupid it is. So, like, my PS1 games, I just have them organized, like, okay, here's all the Mega Mans in a row. But, like, once I got to GameCube, for whatever reason, I just kept them in the order I got them. And that carried over to PS2, Xbox, still do it to this day with the Switch. And that just baffles me because I alphabetize my movies. I alphabetize, like, my anime, because I think I've mentioned before, I fucking love getting on Amazon and buying those stupid $5 save box sets. Like, when I say I probably watch more anime than the entire internet combined, I'm not kidding. It's still that, I'm still that 15-year-old weeb going to his first anime convention on the inside. Ah, what am I doing? But, I just, if it's like a shitty, ecchi anime, I'll fucking buy it. Or if it's like it's a shitty rom-com, I'll buy it. Or, this is how far, like, my contrarian attitude goes. I unironically like Cat Planet Cuties. And I know Cat Planet Cuties is, like, the, easiest anime to just shit on. But if you watch it, if you actually watch it, it's fuck nuts retarded. Like, I hate the whole thing of like, oh, so much weed, but somebody making that show was on something. Because that fucking Cat Planet Cuties starts off stupid, and it just gets stupider. It's like Cat Planet Cuties was made by somebody who was told what anime was by a drunk person in another language. Like, I swear to God, it was some kind of like, you know, when you watch Teen Titans or Totally Spies and it's Westerners going, this is what we think anime is. I think Cat Planet Cuties is like the Japanese equivalent of that, because it's got like fucking maids with one episode has like maids with shotguns fighting robots, and you're just like, okay. This is fine. Whatever. I binged the entire series in the OVA in one sitting, and it was just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm watching. I love it. And remember, the law of the internet is, because I liked something shitty, that means I don't like anything good. I totally don't have fucking... Wow, that could have been bad. Remember, I like shitty things. That means I don't enjoy Kashurn Sins or fucking Yamada's First Time or like anything good. I've always described it as like junk food media. I know it's bad, you know it's bad, everyone knows it's bad. And as much as a cancerous opinion as just turn off the brain dude is, there are certain things that we can move on to. Oh, she can aim right below her. That was some dicks, that one. Right now. Damn it. Damn it! Leave me the fuck alone! Damn it! I need a quick timeout. I'm filling my coffee back up. Alright, this is the one. I can feel it. I'm still hoping that Wonderful 101 gets a Switch port. I shit you not when I say that was the video game that made me love video games again. I was going through a funk where everything that was coming out sucked. That was the point where the Wii U was starting to piss me off because the only reason, like, okay, so I love Nintendo. I can remember being a little fucking teenager, like, screaming and defending Nintendo to death on Game Freaks over the dumbest shit. But, the Wii U was where my... it sounds so gay to say that. But, the Wii U was where it was starting to be like, oh my god, maybe Nintendo really is as bad as people say, because I've long since realized that the only reason I defended the Wii as much as I did is the Wii was just a fucking cesspool of shovelware garbage, and like, it's where Nintendo's bullshit of only releasing a game every couple of months came into play. And like it always got the worst version of every fucking game. Like holy shit. Earlier talking about how I keep my games in the order I bought them. Fucking Super Smash Bros. Brawl was literally the last game that I had bought for years until I got a copy of Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. And even after that, the only other game I bought for Wii after that was fucking Skyward Sword. And it wasn't until I started making cuckoo big boy money that I went back and bought a copy of Xenoblade and like Last Story and a couple other really good games that I pirated. And, that was well after the Wii's life cycle was over. Wii U, going back to starting to hate games. The Wii U is where I really realized that it's like, oh my god, everything people have been saying about fuck Nintendo for years has been true. It's like, and the Wii U was the worst of it. It's like, at least on the Wii, you got a Nintendo game every couple months. The Wii U, for fuck's sake, my Wii U was a Monster Hunter machine for like at least a year. I was buying shit for the Wii U just to justify it. Like, I bought Tekken Tag, I bought shit like Scribblenauts, goddamn Scribblenauts, Ninja Gaiden, all kinds of fucking bullshit. Just to justify owning a Wii U. And, you know, the one that finally killed it for me, it's like, okay, I'm fucking done, I can't do this anymore, was, when Nintendo tried to be like, well, you know, working in HD for the first time, it's real hard, and it's just like, oh my god, there's no excuse for that. There's literally, I don't care if you think that HD is hard. All kinds of garbo gets released on fucking PS3 and Xbox and PC like every fucking day. You cannot seriously say it's like, oh, it's hard. But no, it's when they started doing directs a little more frequently, and then I had literally not bought a game for like any console because I had bought BioShock Infinite and it was just like, oh my god, this is terrible. This isn't the BioShock I signed up for. I want gritty underwater adventures. I don't want fucking Skyhook and bullshit. And, like what? There was Fire Emblem, or not Fire Emblem. God, there was like Fire Emblem that was decent. Other than that, it's just like, I'm not enjoying video games. I'm not having fun. And then suddenly, fucking, here comes Wonderful 101. It's like, hey, do you like Pikmin? Do you like fucking Pikmin? Do you like Power Rangers? Well, we combined Pikmin and Power Rangers, and it's like, I swear to fucking Christ, these are arcing in the air to hit me. God damn it! This is seriously the most I've ever died this. I swear to God. The last time I did this on Xbox, I did it my second try. I know I did. But no, I watched the direct for Wonderful 101 and I was like, holy shit, what is this? Because remember, as a kid, the only three things I gave a shit about were Power Rangers, Magic School Bus, and Mega Man. So looking at Wonderful 101, I was like, what the fuck is this? You can play as a billion Power Rangers at once? Holy shit, oh dude, and here comes the giant fist, what the fuck? And I'd always loved Devil May Cry, and I love Bayonetta, so it's like, wow, what the fuck? A Power Ranger game made by people who made Bayonetta and Devil May Cry? Holy shit! And I downloaded the demo, and I was like, holy shit! And I went out and bought the game. And I remembered being like, holy shit! And I came home, and for the first time in almost a year, that was the first time that I sat down and played a game from start to fucking finish in one night. Pizzas were ordered, like an entire 12-pack of Mountain Dew was blasted through. Fucking... friends were called over, like all of my friends came over, and just... Holy fucking shit. I remember, like, getting up and being like, I fucking love video games. And then that was coming right off of the trail of, when I first moved out, I only had a minimum wage job. And when I say a minimum goddamn wage job, I mean a minimum goddamn wage job. I got paid every other week. I was lucky to get 30 hours a week, because they just didn't want to fucking give people hours. Expect. And, holy fucking Christ on the boss. I beat the fucking Christ out of that guy. And I know, sitting here watching me die 100 times, you're going to believe me, I unlocked Bayonetta legit. I had to patch in a code to unlock her. Because, when Bayonetta 2 was released, there was a billboard that had a picture of the Wonderful Ones with a combination on it. And if you went back and played Wonderful 101, which had gotten a mysterious patch since then, and if you put in that code, it would unlock Bayonetta, Jean, and Rodin as playable characters. And in case you didn't know, those three were the 100% reward for being Wonderful 101 and doing goddamn fucking everything. And unlocking Bayonetta required hitting every single bottle cap, which was the game's version of achievements. And, oh god, I loved everything about Wonderful 101. I loved the unlockable characters. I remembered finding out pretty quickly that Wonderful Ones were actually just like, who gives a fuck? And you can go in and replace them with other... Excuse me. You can go in and replace them with other characters. And everybody had a quote-unquote best version. So, like, the best version of Wonder Red was a knockoff Beautiful Joe called Poseman, who I believe he was actually based on one of the Kamen Rider actors. But, and then there was, like, I believe Jean was the best swordsman. Bayonetta was the best gunslinger, and she had a special ability that if you unite morphed her gun, you got 4 guns instead of 1. No, I absolutely just shit all over it. I beat that game like a Chinese boy plus. Like, you would not even begin to understand how hard I did shit. And I remember, like, getting up after beating it and being like, I fucking love video games! And after that, like, I immediately, like, everything was forgiven. I started playing video games regularly again. I started enjoying things. I remember I even, like, started going to the gym. Like my entire life turned around from that. It was kind of like when I was early adult, and I had gone through my first major breakup. And I was just a mess. And it wasn't until I watched Gruntilda that I have the same problems is that I'm mashing eggs too hard. Yeah, fart. Does it count as me getting hit since it moved to a cutscene? I don't think it did. God damn it! What the fuck? That one hit me twice. God damn it! This fucking bullshit's hitting me after it's exploded. I am ashamed of this. I've never struggled this hard with a boss before. The only thing that's come close to how bad I get my ass kicked here is if you look at my channel, you see I've attempted Mega Man 7 like 5 times, different versions too. And like Mega Man 7 is such a fucking cakewalk until you get to the final boss. The Wily capsule in that game is goddamn legendary. And I feel justified in getting the shit kicked out of me by that Wily Castle every time. Because there's a, on the Mega Man team, there is a playtester who he is like the best Mega Man player in the world because he playtests every single Mega Man game. He's been like that for like, since they've been around. And there was an interview saying that even he can't beat 7's Wily capsule without all 4 energy tanks and the special tank. And it's just like, that makes me feel. And trust me, I know everything about the 7 Wily capsule. I know that the weakness is the wild coil. I know that when it comes to the 4 shots, you want to get hit with electricity because it does the least amount of damage. Because when it comes to the shot, or when it comes to the Wily capsule shots, you're not fucking dodging that shit. Why do you think the Smash Ultimate made the Wily capsule? Is this true? They fucking know. There's only like one specific pattern of Wily capsule shots that can actually be dodged. See, look. I've still got a full health bar. I just need to talk about Mega Man more. I've been debating watching the Mega Man cartoon show again. I have both box sets. I've got the original ADV Films box sets where it came in 2 sets and it didn't have a fucking menu. You just pop the discs in and it starts playing like it starts playing like a goddamn VHS tape. But what is it, like a hero? There's the one where it's got Mega Man and Rush on the cover, and then there's the other one that's got like Birdman, Stone Man, and I think Pharaoh Man on the cover. I love everything about the Mega Man cartoon. I unironically love it. A lot of people shit on it because they're like, oh, Buff Mega Man and Dyke Roll and Scooby-Doo Rush, and it's like, no, that... legitimately one of the best video game adaptations of cartoon ever. And if you have a problem with the fucking Mega Man cartoon, Britney Spears Mega Man cartoon, then I would love to hear what your opinions on fucking Fully Charged are. Because at least the Britney Spears Mega Man cartoon makes a goddamn attempt to be like actually, you know, respectful of the Mega Man series. I could bitch all day about how I fucking cannot stand Fully Charged. They did not want to make a Mega Man cartoon. They just didn't. They wanted to make fucking Super Lightning Kid. But Super Lightning Kid wouldn't sell. So, they were like, man, look at us. Look at our animation studio. All we've made is like fucking Bubble Guppies and goddamn Teletubbies. How do we make a sweet cartoon for the kids? And it's like, I know, let's make Mega Man. And they're like, Mega Man? What's a Mega Man? Is that a Power Ranger? And then they went to Capcom. And at the time, Mega Man 11 wasn't a thing. So it was like, hey Capcom, can we have the rights to Mega Man? And Capcom went, can you have the rights to what? I don't know. Fuck it. Dig it out of the garbage. Okay. Sure, let's dig the fucking rights out of the trash can and you can have it. It's absolutely incredible how Fully Charged does not give a single fuck about anything. They don't name him, he's not named Rock. The Roll equivalent is a little black girl. The Wily equivalent is a little ginger kid. But how do you have a fucking Mega Man cartoon without Dr. Wily? It's just fucking bullshit. There's no Rush. It's this goddamn horse shit with there's like a little Mega Man living in his head. What is this garbage? I mean, it's like I said, you wanted to make your own cartoon, but you knew it wouldn't sell, so you had to piggyback off the rights of fucking anything else. I want to make a Superman cartoon, but he's not going to be Superman. He's gonna be a Jewish man who, well, it's ironic considering Superman is Jewish. He's gonna be. I want to make a Superman cartoon, but it's gonna be Aladdin. When he drinks coffee, he can shoot laser beams out of his eyes. That's my Superman. Do you like it? Because that's about as much fucking respect as goddamn Charge. I want to make Scooby-Doo, but it's gonna be a mouse who cooks. Fuck you, it's Scooby-Doo. I called it Scooby-Doo, so that makes it Scooby-Doo. I want to make a Mega Man, but it's gonna be about a guy who absorbs everything instead of just boss weapons, and then we'll let a Tumblr feminist take over halfway through creation. And also, even though we got like 10 times the amount of money we asked for, we'll fucking disregard like 3/4 of everything we sold you on. We'll put it in Unreal Engine and it will make you cry like an anime fan on prom. Wouldn't that be hilarious? It's Mega Man, as I said it is. See, I told you. I get my fucking autistic video game superpowers when I get angry. There we go. There's the beach. Look, I know this is gonna come out of nowhere, and it wouldn't be if it was. It wouldn't be me if it wasn't. But I buy my dogs organic dog food because, you know, the filler that they put in your average bag of like $10 dog food is just complete garbage. Ah. Anyway. So I buy a pound, because it's basically the cheapest organic dog food there is. And I know that sounds shitty, but, you know, I'm not paying... I have 3 huskies, and they eat like fucking crazy. I'm not paying $80 for a bag of dog food. It's gonna last me a week. So at least, you know, making $20 an hour, literally an hour of work, pays for a bag of my dog's food. Do not get the chicken and chickpea flavor. I believe, let me take a look, specifically the chicken, sweet potato, and chickpea flavor. Holy Christ, my dog's shits and farts have been absolutely nightmarish. I have smelled dead bodies in my anatomy labs that do not smell anywhere near as fucking foul as what's been coming out of my dog since I bought this bag. That's how we're gonna finish this off. We're gonna talk about shit and craps. See? Big blood. Remember when Vegeta Games named every single thing? It's what blew my mind about Mega Man when I was a kid. You beat the game, well, specifically Mega Man X. You beat the game and it just shows you all the fucking names of the enemies, and you're just like, wow. Oh, we did it. We finished Banjo-Kazooie. I only had to die to the final boss like 15 times, but we did it. It. You know, if there's another game on Rare Replay besides Banjo-Kazooie I'd like to stream, it would be Perfect Dark. It would probably be Solar Jetman, because that game's fucking bad. Not Battletoads. I swear to God, I've beaten Battletoads on Rare Replay after abusing the fucking shit out of Rewind. But god damn, even with Rewind, that game is no fucking joke. And it's amazing because if you look at the achievements for Battletoads, there's only like 1% of people have actually beaten it. And even though I abuse the shit out of the fucking Rewind, I'm still on the leaderboards, which is annoying. Oh god, Tumblr's in this game. You know, it's amazing how Rare games are just references to other Rare games. Like, Mad Monster Mansion is just one big reference to an old Specky game they made called Attic Attack, which is also on Rare Replay. But I remember what blew my mind the fucking hardest was, you know, when I was a kid, I had Jet Force Gemini, and that was like one of the few 64 games that I loved. And ironically, one of the reasons why I bought Rare Replay is because Jet Force Gemini emulates like shit. And every fucking 64 game emulates like shit, but especially Jet Force Gemini. So, whatever fucking magic that Microsoft manages to work in their backwards compatibility offices to get most of these games running shit. Like, I was always waiting for Jet Force Gemini to get an Xbox 360 download, but, you know. But, I've been playing Jet Force Gemini. I made it to the dog, Lupus. It's not Lupus. When I was a kid, I beat that game. And when I hear people talking shit about Donkey Kong 64, and how Donkey Kong 64 is like a bullshit collectathon, those motherfuckers never played Jet Force Gemini. Because Jet Force Gemini, goddamn, requires 100%. You have to find all the fucking bears. You have to find all the ship pieces. There's just so much fucking garbage to do. But that's not the point I'm trying to make. Going back to my original topic of rare games just being references to other rare games. The fucking Jet Force Gemini is just basically a 3D jetpack. Also, before this game was patched, the 360 version had a nasty glitch where, because the notes that you collect are now saved permanently, the videos like this, the in-game videos like this, if they had collected notes, that note would be permanently lost. So, like, going to bottles or going to your house and doing bottles puzzles, and there's an animation playing while you do the puzzles. If the banjo in the animation collects a note, it's gone forever. Luckily, the rare replay versions are the most patched versions of every game, but if you were an unlucky person who didn't know about this and did the puzzles first, you would have to start the game entirely over to get 100%. Now remember, back in these days, game over didn't always necessarily mean that it was a bad thing. It just literally meant your game was over. But let's get one last look at it before we... Yeah, almost 8 hours, but I got everything.